Hey everyone. So I wanted to show you how to change the permissions on your Google Documents. It doesn't matter if it's in a Google Slide, which is what you see on the screen, Google Sheets, the spreadsheet, Google Docs, which is more of a Word document, or Sites, Draw, etc. Does not matter. It's all done very similar. So to get started, when you're in a document, you're going to come over to the upper right corner and you can either hover over the share icon to show you what is how it is currently set. Right now, it's only shared individually with one other person. So to fix that, we can change it to add more people or to change the permissions altogether. Now, if you're working with students and you need to make sure their family members or parents see this content as a view only, change that process. So things that I would recommend are to, by default, your permissions are set to restricted to only you as the owner can view them. I would recommend changing that to at least DODEA or Department of Defense activity, or your organization, if it's something different, has access to that. If you're working with content that needs to be shared openly and publicly, I would change that to anybody with the link can view. So for this purpose, because we may have folks who are not, who don't have a Google account accessing it, and we want them to be able to see it, we're going to open that up. Now you can do some different things over here on the right. So right now on the left, I've opened up the permissions on which types of people can access this document. Now on the right, I'm going to let them know what they can do in the document. So in most cases, if you're opening it up to the world to be able to view, you only want them to see it. If you're working with a smaller group, maybe a team or a grade level or a subject area team, or some small groups of students, you can ask them to be commenters, which does not allow them to change the content, but make suggestions for it. Or you can give them full editing rights. And in this case, we just want people to be viewers. When I'm done, I can either copy that link, that URL there, and share it out, or I can just leave it as is. So regardless if you're in a document or in your drive, it's very similar. I'm going to go to this drive, and I want to share this growth mindset one. So I can either, I'm going to select it, and make it blue. I can either right click and I can get the access, or I can come over here to the top. That plus person icon is essentially the share symbol. All right, so it brings me to the same spot. And from here, you know what to do. All right, hopefully that's helpful.